You might think you know what a snipe is. It's one of those cute, puffy birds with a long beak, almost like it could be a Pokemon. But no, the thing that I'm telling you about today is far more savage than a man or woman can imagine. The real, genuine snipe. Ladies and gentlemen, contest judges, and all my fellow Toastmasters here today, my being on this stage is proof that I survived a run-in with such a legendary animal. Let me tell you all about how it happened back when I was in the Scouts at the ripe age of 12, working on the final requirement of my Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. The task at hand being to build a shelter, my own creation, and camp out in it successfully for one night without dying, of course. But obviously this would be an easy task for a scout of my caliber, unless I need to remind you of my qualifications. Like the time I got my archaeology merit badge by identifying the remains of Mrs. White's dead cat in the road, or when I got my emergency preparedness badge by hosing all the bull ants off of another camper. It was a great day. While I was in the midst of my creative process making the true Frank Lloyd Wright of the woods, I was so rudely interrupted by my scoutmaster who came up to me chiding me with, "Now remember, stay inside your shelter the entire night unless you want to run in with the snipe." The snipe, I thought. You mean that old camper's tale meant to scare young, naive scouts like myself? Obviously, it will not work on a scout of my caliber, unless I need to remind you of my qualifications just one more time, but I won't this time, and I'll take a snipe snatching net with me just in case. So before the sun set, I quickly set out and turned in to avoid any preeminent legendary encounters, but wouldn't you know it, that very night, while I was sleeping, I woke up to a sound of rustling outside my shelter. I quickly peered out and there was nothing but darkness, except I kept hearing that rustling movement. Has to be something out there. So when I was ready to make my move, I slowly crept out with the net. And when I was ready to, nothing. Clearly this was a pranking attempt gone wrong, and they backed out when they remembered all my superior qualifications. Oh my God. Long neck, sharp teeth, piercing eyes. When they tell you that the dinosaurs turned into birds, this thing looked like it stopped halfway in the middle. I was now face to face with the snipe. But instead of fear, I got a brilliant idea. If I were to catch such a legendary animal, not only would I get my Wilderness Survival Merit Badge, but I would get my Snipe Snatching Merit Badge at the same time. And even if something like that doesn't exist just yet, they have to create it for me. And it'll put me at a caliber above even all the other Scoutmasters. So quickly I swung my net at this beast, but quickly it parried my capture attempt. I looked to my shelter, my last line of defense, back to the snipe, shelter, snipe one more time. Other arm locked with its tail feather. I'm now bristling this giant bird trying to get in the... And suddenly it lowers its long neck and it looks at me and it goes, "Hey buddy, you all right? Are you talking? Never mind that. Are you okay? I couldn't help but notice that thing you're in over there, and you can't be okay. Are you talking about my shelter? If that's what you want to call it, sure. I understand you're going for the live, laugh, love vibe, but I would love to laugh at any creature that lives in that thing. And don't even get me started on that curtain choice. What are you, a hoa? No, I'm just a giant bird, but even I would know better than to. Oh, yep, no construction merit badge. I swear they just let anyone in here. Let me make you a badge. Whoa, I don't know what you're talking about, but your chi is all over the place right now. I'm gonna need you to wander back to that little shack of yours and meditate a little bit on your bad building decisions, okay? I listed, and before I could even get another word out, the snipe suddenly snipped away, leaving me dumbfounded about the entire encounter that I just had. I stumbled back to my shelter. It is my shelter, stupid bird. And laid awake for the rest of the night wondering what the heck just happened to me. I survived the wilderness and that snipe encounter, but learned the true danger was not the long neck, sharp teeth, whatever, But the absolute verbal lashings, those things can spit out at you like a Karen that got the wrong coffee order that morning. And I know if I ever see that thing again, I will be ready next time with a pair of snipe sound suppressors so I can give it a piece of my mind. Contest judge.